I'm Tia Steinhardt. I'm from Lopat, and I'm a freshman at Peaburg High School.
Yep.
And I would like to know what you say on kids like me paying the governmental debts of their parents and grandparents.
Yeah, it stinks, doesn't it? She wants to know what I say about you paying the debts of your parents and your grandparents. It's awful. It's awful, and it's getting worse. And you know, I got the chance to speak at the Republican National Convention this summer, and one of the things I talked about was the fact that we, my generation, and the ones directly surrounding me, are now running the risk of being the first generation in American history who broke the pledge we make to you. The pledge that was made to us was that we would be left a better country by our parents than was given to them. And my parents met that test, and my grandparents met that test. Now, I don't know that our generation is going to meet that test, as to you. And I don't want to be the first generation in American history to fail you. We have to look at every program at the federal level, and we have to look at programs that help people, that aren't bad programs, but spend too much money. You know, we've got to look at programs like Medicaid. We have to look at programs like Medicare. We have to look at programs like Social Security. We have to. We have to. Because Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and the national debt eat up every dollar in taxes that we now collect at the federal level. Those four things. So that means everything else we do, the defense of our country, support to education, research into curing diseases, all the other things that the federal government does on borrowed money. Everything else is on borrowed money that you're going to have to pay back. So, you know, I think it's something that we really have to get our arms around. And there's people in this audience who benefit from the four programs I talked about. Really the three. I don't think anybody benefits from us paying our debts back, except for the people who we owe the money to. But we got to get our arms around those things. And if we don't, we're going to fail as a country. We're going to fail you. In the end, I've gotten a chance to live in an American century when America was the dominant country in the world, both economically and because of our values. And what I worry about now is that my kids and you, who are around the same age, may only get to read in a history book what it was like to live in an American century. I don't want that. I want you all to live in the second American century. Because when we're powerful economically, that allows us to spread our values around the world. And that's the only thing that allows us to do it. And believe me, you look at the world right now, the world needs America's values. People killing each other all over this world, doing awful things to each other, to other human beings, not caring about freedom or liberty or the freedom of religion, freedom of expression, all the things that we care and treasure in this country. We need to spread those values around the country, around the world, but we will not be able to effectively do it if we're broke and if we're indebted to all these other countries around the world who are doing the bad things. We're not going to be able to change their society if they own ours. So you raised a really good point. Thanks for bringing it up.